Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're enjoying your Tuesday. God, the week's flying by, right? Tuesday. I can't believe it's Tuesday already. Feels like Monday. The fair's already started. Yesterday, the rodeo, well, in Aberdeen, South Dakota, anyway. Um, anyway, guys, I'm about to start my personal health journey, and it's going to have a lot of highs and lows. And quite frankly, I just want to make sure you have um, an honest report of my progress. Maybe you're interested yourself. I don't know. I got really fat and out of shape over the years. And I know when my dad died, one of the things he told me in those last few years and even closer to his death was, Daniel, you're going to end up like me with a heart problem. You need to start losing weight. He goes, whether you go have fat surgery or you get in there and do it the honest way, because you need to start losing weight or you're going to have a lot of health problems. Well, I'm there. I haven't weighed myself in a really, really long time, but the last time I did, I was at least 370, if I remember right, 370. I feel like since Dad died, I've been depressed. I feel like that could easily be 400 pounds now. As crazy as it sounds. Now, I'm not your typical 400 pounder because obviously my life wasn't sitting around in the house all day in the 90s, right? I was climbing trees, running, riding bicycles, uh, did a lot of camping, a lot of hiking, and then as I got older, playing sports. So I'm not like your lifelong couch potato. In that sense, I can probably still hold my own to some extent, minus the fact that I'm fat and out of shape, and as I gotten older, my reflexes are slower. But generally speaking, I can probably hold my own still. So if you just saw me standing next to you and maybe even fat man out of shape running up and down a basketball court, you probably wouldn't think that versus someone who's your typical couch potato who's just done nothing their entire life. So I can still move somewhat well compared to, say, an average 400 pounder. Like, probably not even close in that respect. But it's, look, I'm in my 40s now. I'll be 43 in September 22nd. And for the first time in my life, I can feel my left knee and my right knee getting sore. It used to only be left knee. Now I'm right-handed. My whole power body is right side of the body. Now my right knee is even getting sore. I can feel it in my heart, chest, my breathing, everything. So I need to make changes is the main point. And that's why I've decided to start a health journey for myself. And I'll definitely be stepping away from this YouTube channel. I'll probably create a different YouTube channel that's just about my journey. And look, when you're fat and out of shape the way I am for years now, I have no illusions. It's gonna, the highs are gonna be highs and the lows are gonna be lows. It's gonna be a struggle. I can, I'm not trying to give myself permission, by the way, but I'm just trying to be realistic, right? I can honestly see myself doing real good for 3 or 4 days, and then take 3 or 4 days off. Both because you're lazy and it's the easiest thing to do is just to do nothing, but possibly also in my mind it'll be like rewarding myself. Maybe that could be the other side of the story. So damn, flies everywhere in this van. I've had the windows down, all of a sudden flies have just invaded the van. But anyway, if you're interested, that's what's going to start happening. And to quite be honest with you guys, talking politics, and even though I enjoy the conversation and current events and things like that, it's really boring, right? You can only say the same stuff so many times. I've said before on this channel, I don't understand what the appeal is when there's like hundreds of thousands, if not a few million Americans who tune in and listen to their favorite YouTube personality, their influencer, if you will, just to watch Ukraine war news every day. And nothing's changed. Russia's winning the war. There's not any real major events happening. It's just every day the same thing. Your favorite fake news influencer will show you a Russian army tank getting blown up by a drone. And then because the drone got blown up, they'll say, see, Ukraine's wearing Russia down. There's no more army tanks. There's no more this or that. Right? So anyway, I don't want to get into it, but it's obviously fake news. And it's just like when Donald Trump came out, was it 2 weeks ago, and said, what did he say? Like, Russia lost 20,000 troops this month? Well, if you actually believe that, those numbers are obviously not true, but if you were to believe that, then with what Ukraine posted, that would mean that you believed there was a 14-1 differential on the battlefield in terms of casualties and injuries, and that clearly isn't real, right? I mean, I couldn't even believe a president would actually think that was real. That's just fake news, right? So, anyway, it's depressing. It's really boring. And then there's a lot of negativity to it. I really don't want to be in that space. So, I'm thinking about, as I said, creating one that follows my health journey. And I want to kind of do it, too, not only for my own health, but maybe you are a fat guy like I am, or a fat girl. I'm not a girl, so I can't say I am. You know, maybe we're fat. Maybe some of you are exactly like me. You grew up playing sports, and maybe some of you are the lifelong proverbial couch potato who's done nothing your entire life. But it's just time to make a change. So that could be you too, and if that's the case, I invite all of you, of course, to come. Wow, that fly! Come join the journey. Like I said, I can only give you an honest progression. I expect there to be highs and lows, you know, on my personal health journey, but who knows? So anyway, guys, short video. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't know when for sure because I got a busy weekend plus the fair, but between now and say maybe Friday, I want to buy a gym membership. Remember, I live in a small farm town. We don't have much in terms of a workout facility per se. I usually do things like elliptical. We don't even have a bench press to give you an idea how bad it is. So I highly doubt, unless I'm doing calisthenics or something like for boot camp, I highly doubt there's going to be like this massive major transformation like you see all these other dudes on the internet, but they have access to squat racks and bench press, and they do all those things. And we barely even have dumbbells to give you an idea how I don't even know what the word is, but you know how slim the pickings are, maybe. So anyway, guys, if you're interested, check it out. And maybe if I'm taking a supplement, I'll just be honest with you. If I'm taking a supplement, you know, a month from now, 2 months from now, and I actually think I'm getting something out of it, maybe I'll share the link in the description. And of course, I'll get a commission check from that, whatever. But I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to sell you anything per se. But there again, if I'm going to do this, and there's things that I'm using that I think is helping me out, maybe giving me quicker results, and so on and so forth, why wouldn't I share it with you? I mean, I could just give you the company's website, or I could just, share an affiliate link and make a little bit of money off it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not some hokey, crazy thing here. But once again, I'm just saying, in the future, if I find something like that, okay? So, anyway, guys, I'll let you go. Talk to you later. Bye.